Hi, today let's have a look at QuickQuick version 0.5. First, we are gonna run double click at the executable file, and you will get this tiny little icon here showing up in the system tray area. Okay, once you got it up and running, you will have a Super Tools UI which contains a number of tools that help you work with your presentation slides more productively. To bring up this UI, the super tools, simply use the middle click of your mouse or use the control space bar. To hide it, use middle click or control space bar again. You also have this auto close option, which if activated, the GUI here will auto close itself when you execute a command from the button. For example, if I click this button, the UI will automatically close itself. Okay. For the purpose of this demo video, I will close this auto close option. So let's have a look into the tools. Um, the tools are put into three separate tabs like this. Okay. First, we will look at the use case of the size and position tools. Okay. So for the first use case, let's say you want to make all these bars of the Gantt chart the same height. What you're going to do is you have to select the first one as a sample shape, and you use this button, copy size and position, and you notice that the width is copied to this button and the height here. Okay, it's the same as what you get here. Okay, now you can go ahead and select the other shapes and paste the height. You can do this with the shapes in other slide as well. The same applies to the width. For example, this one you can do this as well with the width. Okay. Use case number two. There will be oftentimes that you want to make sure that the shapes across the lines are placed at the very same position. This can be easily achieved by using this button again. Copy, size and position. So for example, I want to make sure that the title placeholder here is at the same position across these four slides. So what I have to do is to select one sample shape and use the copy button. Okay, I go ahead and select the shape in the other slides and paste the top left position using this button. So that's it. Okay. This is not limited to the only the top left position, as you can see. Top, top right, right bottom, and so on. Okay. Use case number three. So we have this rectangle with rounded corners. So uh, if you want to make sure that you have the same size of rounded corner in this context, I mean the radius. Okay, so we pick up one sample and copy size and position, and then we will use this button here to paste the radius of the rounded corners to the other shapes. That's it. Okay, so that's pretty much all for the size and position tab. Now let's move on to the shape or text tools. So use case number one. Let's say you want to make changes to all these line arrows in this slide. What you can do is you pick up one sample arrow, one sample line arrow, and here you can check the shape type option and use the select same button, and boom, all the line arrows are selected for you, and go ahead and make any changes needed. Similarly, we can do the same with the fill color like this, or you can even combine the conditions. Like, let's say I want to select all the rectangles of the same fill color, so I can check both options, fill color and shape type. Okay. Use case number two. Let's say you want to copy all the text from these shapes. So normally what you have to do is to copy from each of these square shape one by one, which is a bit painful. But with QuickQuick, you can just select them all and use this copy text button, and then you can paste it anywhere like this. Other than that, we also have the uh, text margin toggle button here. It will cycle through the zero, narrow, moderate, and wide settings. Also, we have the spacing option. Next is the Align Order tab. This is to provide you very quick access to align tools, distribute tools, and the bring to front and center back. As the GUI will appear right at your mouse cursor when you middle click. For example, let me for now activate the articles option. Okay, if I want to use bring to front here, I click here, middle click, and just click. Or send to back, I move my slightly move my mouse down here. Okay, align. Okay, so that's pretty handy. And aside from the Super Tools UI, you can also set up the keyboard hotkeys of your choice for hundreds of PowerPoint commands and more than 1,000 Excel commands. To do this, right-click at the program icon, and there's this menus, hotkeys for PowerPoint or hotkeys for Excel. So let's try the one with the PowerPoint. And you can search for the commands you want. For example, align. Let's try align top, Alt, Shift, and the up arrow key here, and use the close and apply changes. And then we can just go ahead and use the hotkey, alternate, Alt, Shift, up. Okay. And if you find yourself working with PowerPoint every now and then, I suggest that you activate the Run at Windows Startup option here. Last but not least, this program is a freeware, so go ahead and download and use it. Any comments or suggestions, you can come back to this video on YouTube and leave the comments.